could do Hero versus aLive. I think that I'm going to do that one. And yes, we will do Hero versus aLive. Now, of course, LiquidHero, another game. By the way, when I play Protoss, I like to think I am LiquidHero. I play mainly Terran, but I've played Protoss and Zerg, and I random when I do team games. And I really like playing as Protoss. They're talking in Korean again. Come on, guys, I can't understand you. Okay? You could be saying something hysterical, and I would not. None of us would. Well, not none of us. Some people can speak Korean, of course. Otherwise. Anyway, moving on. I can't laugh at any of their jokes. It upsets me deeply. I need a translator. I really do. Especially when it's something like that. Anyway, sorry. When I play Protoss, I like to think of myself as hero. See, they're saying something funny. I can tell. It's like when someone says something in another language, and they say it with a certain tone. Usually, of course, it's a certain tone of like, you know, like hatred or meanness or something. And you're like, oh, that person's not happy or angry. How can you tell? Well, it's just the tone of his voice. It's like I can tell from the tone of the text, which I can't read at all, that they are either really upset at each other. Well, maybe not upset, but DK. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this is aLive. I think he's still with TSL. Is he still with TSL? I actually don't know. He used to be TSL aLive. I don't think he's with TSL anymore. I think that was... I don't remember. All I know is that aLive made it to the... Did he make it to the round of 4 in the last GSL? I want to say he did. I want to say that aLive made it to the round of 4 last GSL. I think. I don't remember who he lost to. I think he lost to Genius in a PvT. But anyway, introductions are in order here, because I actually hit the right button. We have ourselves LiquidHero, the Red Terran, spawning here on Shattered Temple, and aLive, spawning on the left-hand side. So cross-map positions for the two players. PvT, one of my favorite matchups as a Terran, actually. Can you imagine that? Most Terrans hate the matchup. I'm only at Platinum, so that might be why I don't hate it as much as I should. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, especially with aLive. No gas, let's expand here. The refinery going down, we'll see. I wouldn't say it's a 1-1-1. Hero probably one of the best Protosses at holding off a 1-1-1 with his insane micro and multitasking. But both, and there's a supply depot going down in the corner of the base. That's interesting. The probe is going to spot the supply depot. Important information that that supply depot is going down at that location. And the probe is going to escape unless Hero mismicros it. That was a joke, by the way, that Hero could mismicro it. Oh, that Marine is going to catch it, though. Or not. Or Hero could just actually be that good. Oh, the shields regenerated just enough to keep it alive. Oh, regen shields. Oh, no. Mismicro by aLive. Here we go. And it finally dies. So anyway, Hero... Sorry, I got distracted. Hero chronoing out stalkers. He's gonna make a push. He's thinking this is some sort of 1-1-1, which it actually could be. Here's the reactor on the barracks and the factory going down. Gotta think that it's gonna be some sort of. It might just be. Oh, whoa! This is a reactor Hellion build? Well, unfortunately, oh, that bunker's gonna finish just in time. Although, you know, I think he could run past it. I really do. Especially with the second stalker on the way. Expanding behind this, he's got a gate. There's the cyber core. Hid the cyber core a little bit. Yeah, this is a Hellions. These are Hellions. And he is going to run the Zealot by, only taking a little bit of damage, and the Zealot is going to annoy the ever-living crap out of aLive. Yep, and this Zealot, let's count the kills. Although out comes the Hellions, which do pretty good damage against light units like the Zealot. So 3 kills for the Zealot's not bad. Is he going to get a... No, he's not going to get a 4th. The bigger thing is the scouting. Hero now knows. I think Hero saw the... yes, Hero even saw the command center being built as well. So Hero knows about the expand. He knows that this is a... Well, he's got Hellions out on the map, which means Hero is going to be wary of any sort of Hellion drops. as his warp gate finishes up and 3 more gates go down, including the extra assimilator now. Very interesting, and now he's switched. aLive has into bioplay, it looks like, lifting off that factory, planting down a barracks. Concussive shells are almost done, making more and more SCVs. Hellions out on the map are going to get turned away by the Stalkers. This is going to be... Whoa. Now those Stalkers see everything on the map, basically, and by holding this Xel'Naga Watchtower. And what I mean by that is Hero has to know that if he doesn't see those Hellions for a while, they have probably, yes, they've probably circled around to stay out of range of sight. So very good job leaving the 1 Stalker out there, as well as and these 3 Stalkers back at home are going to keep the Hellions out of the base without help from a medevac. And he's not going to lose any Hellions, but he's going to be pushed back. And out comes an Immortal. An Immortal and a Sentry. There goes the Observer, went Immortal first. Interesting. Maybe worried about mech play, some sort of maybe siege tank push. Because you can do that, actually. A 1-1-1, or a 1-1 push with that siege tank. I saw I Am MVP do it against Liquid Huck, back when Huck was on Liquid, I think it was. 1-1-1 push with Marines and siege tanks only on dual site, and just crushed Huck. And he expanded like either directly after and then pushed again and killed him. I don't remember, but it's a push that you can make as a Terran while you expand, basically. Let me put it that way. As the Observer heads into aLive space, aLive pretty much standard bio play here from the Terran, as down goes the reactored starport, about to pump out those medevacs. There's a medevac, and the scan does take out the Observer of Hero, so Hero playing a bit in the dark. Always a good thing to remember to do that. Another Observer now coming out. You really want to keep the Protoss from realizing what's going on out on the map, especially if you're going to be playing Bio, where drops are something you have to do. And out comes the Immortal to do the big damage. Because if that Observer is floating over your army and you pick up a couple units and go do a big drop, you are... the Protoss knows it's coming usually, because they saw it. So one of the more interesting things is I don't see any upgrades at all. Although here comes Thermal Lance, and a Colossus is going to pop out soon. And oh, so smart. He takes out another Observer. He's got the push coming at the front. These Hellions are going to pick up and go into the main, try and roast some probes. Oh no, his attack's not at the front. Oh, it's a distraction. Okay, it's that sort of distraction. Although the Colossus is coming back. And Hero not falling for it. Lost a good number of probes, but that Colossus is going to take everything out. Finally, he's going to go back up into the main, and he's going to get caught on that ramp. They'll go down the force field, splitting aLive's army in half. Great force field, splitting it in half. You got a lot of the army just running around in the back, and this Colossus joins the battle just in time to push away. What's that flashing? Oh, that rocks. To push away the aLive with minimal losses. Great job. This factory, though, is floating in an awkward position. Going to lose a pylon. I gotta think that aLive aLive's gotta think about something else here. And its factory is... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say Hero is chasing the factory out of position. And there's the stem he's going to... Oh, good catch right there. Looked like he wasn't going to get any units, but that last second force field caught a couple. aLive very much in some trouble here. His army is much weaker than Hero's. Out come the Vikings. I wonder if we have another Colossus. Oh, that Colossus was just waiting there, either to be picked off or being used as bait for those medevacs. And right now, Hero knows that he has the Terran army on the ropes because of the fact that they are split up right now. aLive dropping on the go. Hero's got to be careful not to overextend, especially with part of his own army back at home. Hero is expanding right now, though. No extra command center yet to go down for aLive. Very interesting, as you can actually see how much time is left in the game. So you know how much longer this game will go. Just in case you're watching live, not on YouTube, you can actually see how much time is left in the game and decide whether or not you're willing to stay and watch. And aLive is just... he's going to see the Nexus just barely with that last dying factory. And one of the most annoying things about losing your factory in this situation is if you want to do some sort of 2-2 upgrades, you have to remake your factory in order to remake the armory. It's annoying. Everyone. And here comes a drop into the main. That Colossus is quickly going to go down to the... well, not quickly, but it's going to eventually go down to the 4 Vikings. Hero very much in trouble. His main could be gutted here. And I gotta say that even if aLive loses all of his tech, or all of his army here, which he's gonna try not to do, he's backed himself into a corner. Those stalkers are still alive. He might lose that medevac full of units. No, he saves it. Great job by aLive, saving what he could. He did a solid amount of damage, killing pylons. Well, apparently he didn't kill enough pylons. Hero is still 115 over 158. But he did a solid job. At least he killed off the Twilight Council, although I don't think it was actually researching anything yet. But that will at least delay, if I can find the forge. But that will delay the 2-2 upgrades. Very important. This command center is going to go down. Looks like aLive's going to be bold and take the gold base. I wonder if maybe he is going to make that into a planetary. He's probably going to make that into a planetary. He has not turned it into a... orbital command as of yet. Yep, he's going to make that a planetary. And Hero saturating his third base fully now, leaving a vanguard of zealots in case of drops. Orange has OT. And those Marauders, one of them has a kill. One of them has, there you go, one of them has a Stalker kill. Let's see, 6 Vikings out on the field. The solitary Colossus. Hero making mostly immortals now. And there's the Templar Archives. That was the other thing, sniping that Twilight Council, which wasn't researching anything. It also delayed the Templar tech of Hero. So aLive should have some time to make, like I said, you have to remake the freaking factory in order to remake Armory. So, Hero ahead on upgrades for now. He's at 1-1. aLive only at 1-0, or 0-1. Link is just about to finish. +2/+2 on the way for Hero. Here comes a big drop. 3 medevacs worth of units going down to the bottom here, and they're going to drop right here. Hero is on... Hero is on top of it. Like I said, he had that vanguard of zealots. They're still there. Should be able to hold off anything like that. And he did make that an orbital command. That's interesting that he didn't morph that earlier. He certainly had the time to. And that's... ooh, boy. And aLive very much wondering whether or not he's going to do it. He's trying to snipe the... oh, he's going to get it. He gets the Templar. Big snipe right there. You may think to yourself that was not such a big deal. Well, 375, basically 300 minerals, 75 gas for 50 minerals, 150 gas, especially when the Templar now have to wait and build up energy before they can storm, although storm is not done. Taking out a Templar that was just warped in is that was a pretty big deal. Well done by aLive. Although I gotta say the fact that, oh, there's the Ghost Academy. His Ghost Academy, I was going to say, was a little late, but now it's on time. Making a 4th base. Hero is not making a 4th base. Charge is almost done. +2/+2 is almost done. Charge is on its way. It's not almost done. Hero doing a pretty good job keeping the energy on his Nexus low. Or Nexi? I don't know. That's one of those pet peeves of mine as a Terran. If I could make... hey, aLive, you might want to start making units. Oh, he's actually maxed out. I'm sorry. He's maxed out. aLive, make units, darn it. Oh, wait. Never mind, you can't. Neither is Hero. Here comes the engagement. Interesting here, you've got 3 Zealots, a couple Sentries, and a Colossus. That's it for Hero. None of the heavy damage dealers that you normally see from Colossus in this late game period. Good job by aLive, only stimming a small group of Marauders forward, trying to take off those Stalkers, not stimming everything. That factory is still alive. Oh, good EMPs and the snipes going down. That Archon is going to be probably killed. Well, actually, it's going to finish. Oh, good storm on the... well, it was on the Ghost, so that Archon will at least get some damage in. And here comes the big battle, though. EMP all over the armies. No energy left for the Immortals. Or, excuse me, for the Templar. No energy left on the Immortals or Zealots. And Force Field, we're able to go down, is keeping Hero just barely alive. Charges finished. The Vikings land up on the high ground. I think aLive can push through this. I think aLive can and should push through this. Although he has stimmed his army to death. I don't know what he's doing. He's overstimmed. He has stimmed way too many times. And now the Immortals are ripping through his Marauders in one shot. He overstimmed. He had it. Oh my goodness, he had it. And that... I really think he overstimmed. I can't believe that he lost that. That just... He had perfect EMPs, he got all of the Immortal shields, he got Sentry energy, he got the Templar energy, and yet... I mean, the Colossi died very early. He had great high ground position with the Vikings. It just I don't understand it. His army was so dead. It was in the red. He must have overstimmed them. That's all I can think about. And no micro right there from aLive. It looks like aLive may be dead. Too many Zealots here. You're gonna need perfect micro in order to hold this off. And here comes the micros. Ghost taking a good amount of damage. Storm on the Ghost. EMP goes off on the Immortals. That's big. That's going to take out the big damage dealers to those Marauders, which is most of aLive's army right now. aLive fighting back. Hero trying to take a Vanguard up here in the front, near where basically would split aLive off from his 4th and 5th base, which are both planetary fortresses, as well as give him a staging ground to take out the 3rd. No drops right now by aLive. aLive's using all of his army that he has left in order to try and hold off Hero. That Colossus almost dead. There are 2 High Templar. Both of them have storms. Another Colossus joins the army, and the Zealots. It is 3-3, by the way. 3-3 for aLive is on the way, not close to being done right now. Hero in prime position to do anything but lose this game. aLive is going to have to hold on. I think he's got to pretty much sacrifice. Unfortunately, he's going to have to sacrifice his 2 bases. He's got not a lot he can do except poke and harass here. There is no way for him to really win this. I just can't see it happening, especially with all the upgrades. There go the storms and the GG from aLive. Really well played by Hero to come back on that. I really got to think that the mistake... There appears to be something that was alive there. Maybe it was a SCV? I can't tell. Anyway, I really think that the mistake was Hero. aLive seemed to be in control of that game. I don't know what hurt his units that much throughout his entire army except overstimming. I mean, his Marauders were basically being one-shot by the Immortals. I just think that aLive just overstimmed. He probably could have ended the game there, but Hero had the much better late-game composition and plan. Hero already with the 3-3, well before 3-3 even was started by aLive. And the storms were good. When they had to be good, the storms were good. Hero really just holding on there at the end. Really well done by Hero. Like I said, I think aLive threw that game away with the overstim. That's the only reasoning I can give for why Hero, not only did he hold off that push in the natural by aLive, but why he crushed it so easily. That should have at least been an even trade, especially with the positioning. So I don't know. Interesting game. Interesting game.